So, Annie, Anne. Which one is it?
Yeah, in German it's Anne, in international it's Annie, so.
Anne.
Anne.
So, Anne.
Anne. That's the reason why I call myself Annie, because no one can pronounce that.
Okay, Anne.
Yeah,
Should we go for a walk and talk?
of course.
Let's do it. So on the weekend, you had the Ironman World Championships where you had a nice swim, decent enough swim, but then didn't get to do the rest of the race.
Yeah.
Talk me through what happened.
Yeah, I was in an okay position. Of course, you always want to swim a bit quicker, but I was set up good for the race, I would say. And then I hopped on my bike and was busy with my shoes to get on, and then it made a big bang. And then my race was over, pretty much. I tried to fix the tire, and it banged again. And then I realized, my tire had such a big cut that I couldn't repair it anymore, and I needed a spare wheel. But no bike mechanics inside after 25 minutes, and then I had to call it a day.
I got a few questions. My first one, and I don't know if you've considered this, is there a chance that Laura Phillip slashed your tyre?
No, I think that's very unlikely.
But not impossible.
You have to ask her, but for me it's impossible that
Okay.
she's able to do that.
My next question, if it wasn't Laura Phillip who slashed your tyre, who do you think would have been most likely to do it?
I wish there would someone responsible for that, but I think it was just bad luck, so I can't blame anyone. So it was 5 years in a row I medaled at every single World Championship, and that was my time not to medal, I think.
If you asked me, I think Hannah Berry. For some reason, I think she's the tyre slasher.
Okay,
It's just a theory.
so maybe I should have a talk to her.
Send her an Instagram message. She'll deny it, which is if she did it, she would deny it. So I bet you she denies it. Are you motivated for this weekend, do you reckon, or are you tired?
Yeah, I can't really describe my feeling because, my body should be in top shape, at least for Ironman race, but my head is really tired because I was pretty much, the World Championship in Ironman is the race you prepare the whole year, and then it didn't happen and it feels weird. So I hope I can swallow that pill down and get on with my race plan, but I don't know if Ironman race pace is right for here because the start field is stuck. So I have to see what I can do.
And given you've had a couple of issues with the tubes now and with Singapore last year and then Ironman World Championships, is there something you need to do differently?
No, you always do your best, but things happen. It's always some things which are out of your control, and you have to deal with that, and you try to deal with the controllables, and everything else is not in your hand, and you can always try your very best and give your very best, be the best prepared you can be, and then, deal with the things you can't control.
Yeah, it is super unlucky though, isn't it? Like two pretty big races, two races you probably were going to fight for the win at. Annoying, but anyway, hopefully it doesn't happen on Saturday.
Knock wood.
Do you think that you're in the shape to do something special on the weekend?
I wished I could say yes, but I was preparing for an Ironman, and it's T100 and Ironman is a bit different.
Yeah.
So you need a bit more speed in your legs and not this race specific, we call it economization for an Ironman, or being very efficient. And but I don't want to have any excuses, and I just go as hard as I can and see what I'm up to. But I think nowadays the fields are so strong that you have to specialize either for T100 or for Ironman to get both. And the bell is a bit different. So I hope to be in T100 shape in Dubai, because then I would have a proper training block to get the speed in. And now I have to see if my legs are speedy enough to be competitive.
For this weekend's race at Ibiza, if you could change one of the legs, swim, bike, run, to another sport, what leg would you change and to what sport?
I would change the swim for sure to cross-country skiing.
Classic European. And if you were going to do T100 Ibiza on the weekend, and you could bring back any athlete in the history of triathlon and insert them in the race, just someone you've always wished you could race but you didn't get the chance to, who would you pick?
I mean, I always look very up to Emma Snowsall.
Oh, yeah.
And now Frodeno. And I actually raced her in ITU, but she was always like my role model because I loved her running style. So, I mean, to race her would be amazing.
Did you talk to her when she was here for T100 London last time around?
No, I didn't meet her. I didn't get to meet her, but I mean, I trained a bit with her years ago.
Wow.
When she was in Saarbrücken at the Olympic Training Center. So, yeah, it was a long time ago.
Ibiza, it's a lovely place, nice beach. Is this the kind of place that you would come for a holiday in the off season?
I'm not so much into the party scene. I think it's a pretty party island. So I really like my island, Lanzarote, and for me it's the place to be, so I really like that.
They couldn't be more different really. Lanzarote, it's where endurance athletes go, and they go there for a month and they be absolute monks, and they measure their food and they weigh themselves and they train 6 hours a day. Quite different to what you come to Ibiza for.
Exactly, it's a complete opposite, but I think I'm that boring, so I like this life and I don't miss anything. I think I like swim, bike, run and eat and sleep a lot, so I'm a very boring person, I think.
Yeah, you kind of got to be the best triathlete in the world though, don't you? You don't really win world championships any other way. Anne?
Yeah, it's getting better now.
Tell me something about yourself that you've never said on an interview before. Anything.
God, that's a hard question.
What's something that no one would know about you?
I can split my tongue.
Show me. Show the camera. Get a close up of that.
It's a weird muscle, I think.
That is not what I expect. People just looking at you like, that's a bit strange. The T100 World Tour, this year, how seriously have you taken it?
I mean, when I made my race plans last year, the T100 was my goal, and then next year the Nice World Championship. And then in January I got very sick and all my plans were swashed down, and I had to reschedule my whole plan, and I missed the first 3 races, and it was like a bit of a roller coaster this year. So all my plans I made were pretty much eliminated after February, and I have to reschedule everything new. So that was a bit hard for me to take.
And how badly do you want to win one of these last 3 races?
I'm really desperate to win that and show what I can do on this distance, because I had amazing last 2 years, and I won Ibiza last year and was really competitive in Singapore. So it would be a dream for me to be as competitive. Also, I need to be realistic as well and see where I come from, and that I don't have the consistency in my training like I used to have because of the sickness. And I mean, you have to deal with it and just give your best, and I hope I can set myself up as good as possible in the ranking and then go all in for next year.
Do you have any Netflix recommendations for me?
I don't have Netflix.
Do you?
I think maybe
Are you a robot?
I don't know.
So you go away to Lanzarote, an island that in itself has nothing there. It's just, you go there and it's just long straight roads and lots of wind and a training centre and a 50-metre pool. And you go there and you don't watch any TV or any movies?
Normally not. I mean, I have Amazon Prime, but prefer for the shipping.
Not for the TV?
Not for the TV.
Have you ever watched any series on Amazon Prime?
No.
So you don't have a single streaming service that you watch movies or TV on?
No.
Wow. What do you?
I said I'm a boring person.
So what do? You finish a hard day's training. So let's say you wake up, you start training at 7, 8 o'clock, and you go through your day and you train, you finish at 5, 6 p.m. What do you do for the rest of the night?
I mean, I have like the mediatheks from German TV, so I watch the news and get myself, have a look what's around the world and watch TV and but no serious nothing, because I'm always busy with something.
Okay, so That's actually blown my mind. I can't believe that. Like, have you ever played video games, or have you ever played board games, or?
Not really. I mean, I had my desperate wish when I was a child was to get a Game Boy. And then my mom and my dad always said, no, you will never get a Game Boy. And when I was 10, I was so insistent that I got a Game Boy, and I played for maybe 3 months, and then I was so bored that I threw it away.
Were you playing Pokemon?
No, I'm very old. It was Super Mario Land at my times.
So it was like an original Game Boy, not even a Game Boy Color.
No, it was a very original one. I'm 41, so I'm a dinosaur.
What year were you born?
In 83.
Yeah, wow. And where were you born?
In close to Bayreuth, it's called Pegnitz, a little town
in Germany. It's in Germany. Yeah, wow. What did your mum and dad do for careers?
And my dad was a sports teacher, and my mom was more into a musician, and she was a piano teacher, and a few.
So can you play the piano?
I can play the piano, and I had violin in school, and I played trumpet, and so my mom always wanted to push me on the music side, and my dad always pushed me on the sports side, and I think my dad won in the end.
So are you one of those people who, if you go into like a shopping mall or like a train station and there's a piano that's free to play for the public, would you sit down and play something?
No, because my musician times are over. I think I can't do anything anymore because I don't do it,
What's your favourite song of all time?
My favourite song of all time?
Yeah, if you could only listen to one song for the rest of your life, what would it be?
That's a good question. I think I'm always the Olympics are always my ultimate goal, and I think One Moment in Time from Whitney Houston, that's what I always connect to the Olympic Games, and it always gives me goosebumps because
it's a great track.
That's the one goal I never achieved in my career, the Olympic medal. So that's a scar I will always have in my CV. So yeah.
Do you enjoy or prefer German music or sort of English music?
I don't have any preparation for that. I mean, whatever sounds good, I'm listening to. Normally, I just listen to radio.
If there was one German song that, say, English-speaking countries like America and the UK and Australia, one German song that you could recommend that they go and listen to make them love German music, what would it be?
I have no idea.
What about the musician, like the band or the singer? One German.
I mean, the most famous for sure is Nena with 99 air balloons. So I think everyone will know that.
Everyone's already heard that.
But other than that, no, I don't know.
When you finish the race on Saturday, what are you going to eat for dinner?
I always like a pizza because I normally never eat a pizza, but that's a really nice treat.
What's your favourite topping, go-to topping?
I'm vegetarian normally.
Oh, are you vegetarian?
No, I'm not, but I like the vegetarian on my pizza because I don't like meat, and fish on the pizza sounds a bit weird, I think.
Yeah, I'm not into fish on the pizza, like anchovies.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah, my tuna, but no,
Yeah,
vegetarian is fine.
Pineapple on pizza?
No, because that's a dessert. I never understand the fruit thing on a savoury dish. No, that's not my thing.
I enjoy pineapple on pizza.
Oh, really?
I used to hate it. Now I've sort of come around to it.
Okay, no.
Yeah, just that nice little bit of sweetness with it. Yeah, anyway, that's for another day. Tell me, of all the locations that the PTO have been to with their races, this year with the T100 World Tour and then the 2 years previously, what's the one race location that you've enjoyed the most?
I mean, I just raced 2 locations. Yeah, that's Ibiza and Singapore. And I must say...
Oh yeah, that's all you've been to?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I honestly have to say I really like the course in Singapore because it's always warm and I like the warmth, so you know what to expect. And I really like the bike course because there was this sharp hills in it, and it really reminded me on ITU racing.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I think Singapore's like my favourite place as well. Even the city, it's super clean.
Yeah.
The people are lovely. There's no crime. Crime doesn't exist there. It's just full of friendly people. Yeah, I really like that too. But doesn't have beaches like this in Ibiza. This is pretty beautiful too.
That's true.
What's your favourite shoe for an easy jogging day right now?
For an easy jogging day, I like my Nike Vomeros.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the new one, the 17.
Yeah, because they're slightly different than the other models. They
Yeah.
have the new form on it, and I really like them. But they're slightly half a size bigger all of a sudden.
So you had to go up half a size, or
No,
they
go
you've had to
down
go
a
down
size,
half
yeah,
a size.
yeah.
Okay, interesting. And is the Alpha Fly still your shoe of choice for race day?
Yeah, the third edition.
Yeah.
Because the second one I was not so happy. The first one was great, and the third one is amazing.
Agree. I reckon the first one still might be the best even.
Yeah, maybe that. The second one, the plate was too hard, so I couldn't bend the plate.
Yep.
But I really like the third version now as well.
Yeah, the first and the third have that magic feel about
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
The second felt
Hard.
firm, a bit
Yeah,
dead
yeah,
almost.
Yeah, you don't have this spongy feeling on
Yes.
it. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
that spongy feeling, that's what I think of as just the magic feeling. Would you ever consider switching shoe brands?
No.
You'll
It
be
was
Nike for
always-
life?
Yeah. It was always my dream, and if I wouldn't have got the sponsorship, I would have bought that.
Have you ever tried another brand super shoe though? Like have you ever put it on and gone for a fast run in it?
Yes, I tried a few, but I was never convinced.
Really?
I think it depends on your running style. And for some people, different shoe works well, but for my running style, I think the Alpha Fly is the shoe to go for me, and I would never change that.
In your head, do you think of yourself as the fastest runner in female triathlon?
I wish I could be that, but no, I think even I need a perfect day. I know what I'm capable of, and if I have a perfect day, I can keep up with the best. But I wouldn't consider myself the best, because you can't be the best. You can just be the best in a race, but not the best overall, because there's always people coming in and having amazing runs. And
So who are the women that you put on the same tier as you then? As in, let's take triathlon out of it. If you're going to go and start a half marathon tomorrow, pure half marathon fresh, who are the women that are competing with you in that?
I think Ashley Gentle for sure. She is like amazing, and
Julie Durand?
Maybe, yeah. I've never raced her, so I don't know what she's doing, and I don't forget her name. The Canadian.
Tamara Jewett?
Tamara Jewett, yeah, for sure. I mean, she was a former runner, and what she did in London was pretty amazing.
Yeah,
So-
I actually think she's the one people forget about in this conversation. Like if it was just a pure half marathon,
Yeah, I
she
think
might win it.
Yeah, because she has this pure running background, and I think it's always different. The run of a bike is like a strength run, but a pure run is completely different. It's a bit of different running style, and I think against a pure runner, it's hard to compete to.
Emma Pallant-Brown maybe would be up there as well.
Oh yeah, she's a former runner as well. Yeah.
If there was a distance that you said, okay, every female in World Triathlon gets 6 months to prepare for a running race, what distance would you pick? Like say Annie Haug is the one who gets to choose the distance that we're all going to race over, $1 million on the line. What distance do you pick?
I think I would pick a half marathon, because a half marathon you can be still super quick, but it's not a marathon. And a 10K, I don't know if I have this high speed anymore.
Who would you be worried about beating you in the marathon though? Because I think there's more women who could at least be competitive with you over the half marathon. Like, who's going to come close in the mara?
I don't know. Yeah, that's different, because I think people like Ashley could run out of nowhere a really, really good marathon. They just don't do it.
It's probably
But
true.
all people have a high speed. They will, like with training, be able to run a decent marathon. That's no
Yeah.
problem for them.
Anna, I know you've had a bit of a chaotic year. The World Championships, I just felt bad for you. You know, like you've been sick early in the year. You've still had a couple of really good races, but all I can say is good luck for the weekend. I hope nothing goes wrong, because I think if nothing goes wrong, you can probably have a pretty good race. So yeah, let's just cross our fingers and hope for no bad luck.
Thank you very much.